Hi, and welcome to the Daily Windups daily briefing for Monday. Here we have the continental U.S. with the front sagging southward. Ohio looks beautiful today and most of this week before another trough digs in. Texas looks like we're going to have, at least along the coast, it looks like we're going to have a lot of rain, and that's due to Invest 95L. Here is the activity chart for the continental U.S. And as you can see, there's no widespread areas of severe weather threat today. Mainly from tropical systems and a little bit from the front. We could see a little more going on in the Carolina, Virginia region this afternoon. And here we have the NAM for 24 hours out for Tuesday. Where I circled down here, this is 95L. And the NAM just shows that it's going to hang out down here and swirl and basically just stay over here and eventually go into Mexico or the Brownsville area. This is Invest 94L. And it doesn't look as well as it did yesterday. It looks a little dry air is impeding on that top edge with shear, but overall it should continue to strengthen over the next 48 hours. Now these are the models for 94L, and as you can see, they've shifted westward. Now Florida, the East Coast, and the eastern Gulf of Mexico are in the path. Some models still pick up on a trough digging in here, and that's basically why they've come into Florida, because these troughs are digging southward. Now this is the European ensemble mean for Wednesday the 22nd. And down here in the Gulf of Mexico, where I have this circled, this is 95L, I believe, 95L. And the ECMWF also takes it into Mexico. Now this is what I really wanted to show here. This is the ECMWF ensemble mean for 240 hours out, which is Thursday the 30th. And all these dark pinks and purples, those are areas where the ensembles have 94L. And basically 2 weeks, or a week I should say, week and a half, and they're very far split. Again, this is 10 days out, but you can see a big chunk of it wants to take it off the East Coast, another chunk wants to take it near Florida, and the other half, or the other third, wants to take it into the Western Gulf. Here's a wider view of Invest 95L, very small system. Probably just a rainmaker. And here's the close-up view of 95L. And this morning it looked really terrible last night. And this morning it's starting to fire up convection, and it's starting to look a little better for its size, I should say. And these are the model plots for 95L. And the BAM suite wants to take them right into Mexico. The Clip 5 wants to take it northeastward into Florida and Louisiana. Now this is where the models are kind of split, because the ECMWF wants to do what the BAMs do and take it into Mexico. The GFS, which I'll show here in a minute, wants to take it into Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama. And here we have our exclusive size estimate for Invest 94 and 95L. And there's not much to say about these solutions. They both initialized very well, and both the forecast solutions seem very reasonable. So we'll see what happens, but I'm feeling pretty confident about the size estimate this morning. Here we have the ECMWF, the deterministic model for Monday. And down here in the Western Gulf, you can see this low pressure I've circled. That is Invest 95L. And what I'll show here in a second is it goes right into Mexico. Okay, here we have 95L going right into Mexico by Thursday the 23rd. Texas may get spared, but I always found that if you split the difference between the two extremes of the models, which is the ECMWF and the GFS, it would take it into the Texas coastline, and I'll go ahead and show you the GFS. Okay, here's the GFS for hour 72 for Thursday. And where I've circled this is where 95L should be, according to the GFS. And it takes it much further east, and eventually takes it into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And finally, I just wanted to show this. This is the GFS for hour 168 for the 27th of August. And this is the GFS for Invest 94L, taking it right along the Florida west coast. And eventually it'll get steered back out into the Atlantic by a cold front. So we'll see what happens. I mean, these models are changing. They're gonna change about 100 times between now and whenever this makes landfall, if it makes landfall. So we'll keep monitoring, and that's all I have for now. For the Daily Windup, I'm Donald Flowers.